We analyzed the Bumble rebrand and everything that went wrong with it. I'm Ava Halfaker.
I'm Addie Kiersey.
I'm Ashley LaRocca.
I'm Elliot Albert.
I'm Alex Shear.
So, what is Bumble? Bumble is a dating app that launched back in 2014, and it was designed by a woman who goes by the name of Whitney Wolfe Herd. She created the app to empower women to make the first move. When the app first came out, it was a huge success, and women really resonated with the idea that they could reach out first because it fostered a safer environment and it required a woman initiates rule that if they had matched with the guy, they would have 24 hours to reach out to them before that person has vanished from their feed. Oh.
What was the motivation for the launch of this campaign? After COVID, people were starting to take breaks from dating apps and choosing celibacy or focusing on themselves while growing frustration with the app. There was growing frustration with the app. The goal for Bumble was to get people back into dating and make it feel relevant again. They wanted to re-energize the brand. And with the competition from Tinder and Hinge was increasing, Bumble's platform was decreasing. Bumble originally leaned into the empowerment message and them rebranding, they wanted to encourage real-world relationships and make dating feel worth it again.
What are the dangers of launching a campaign like this? Bumble's main problem was misreading the audience sentiment. Bumble attempted to foster playful humor with their audience and creating the celibacy is not the answer ads. This was a misunderstanding of why many women were actually choosing celibacy, with concerns around personal safety, issues in reproductive rights, trauma, and more. This was dangerous to Bumble because their ads came off as offensive and a mockery to their main customer base, women. It's also alienated customers. Bumble's original brand value was female empowerment. Women make the first move. The campaign and app changes moved away from that identity. Users felt that the brand shifted from for women to against women. The campaign created feelings of distrust and offense and ultimately alienated a large portion of its primary audience. With long-term impacts, the negatives with less trust with the core audience and a harmful lasting impact on the brand's image. Possible positive outcomes if the brand were to handle this scandal correctly is an opportunity to truly connect with customers and rebuild.
Why did your campaign generate controversy on social media and among the other press as a whole? So Bumble's campaign tried to attract users by being funny and relatable, but instead it just backfired on them. Bumble ran a series of ads that rubbed off women the wrong way. In the ads, Bumble encouraged women to stop being celibate, and they even compared this statement to nuns leaving the convent. This was a huge mistake for the company, as users felt that the app was shaming and mocking the choices that women made on the app. People have their reasons for choosing to be celibate, and instead of supporting that idea, Bumble just came off as judgmental. The tone of the campaign felt more condescending than supportive, leaving us with the question, why is an app that's focused on women telling women what they must do?
How was advertising and earned media employed in the launch of this ad and or PR campaign? Bumble used attention-grabbing ads like billboards and posters with phrases such as, you know full well celibacy is not the answer. The campaign spread quickly on social media. Immediately, this campaign faced extreme backlash from users who found it offensive. The backlash led to earned media. News outlets and influencers were discussing the controversy and forcing Bumble to respond.
So, what advice would I give to marketers of these brands based off lessons learned from the public's reactions? So, the company spent years branding itself as a dating app for women. However, its rebrand received lots of backlash. People can criticize Bumble, calling it out of touch due to recent rollbacks of reproductive rights. Analyzing its consumers' reaction, they're expecting a clear alignment between a company's actions as well as their mission. Marketers should make sure their rebrand pushes forward their brand's mission and goals rather than going against them. It's important for marketers to be aware of major events in the world, and in this case, changes in reproductive rights before making changes to their company. Mission-driven brands must stay consistent with what they stand for and how they operate socially and politically. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
Watching.